BSSB 07, where tonight we could potentially have Landon blow his load of snow and ice upon us. So this will probably come out because we ain't got shit to do unless we get killed with power. You should be able to listen to this. Give us a like, a little bell button for some notifications, 5 stars, share, subscribe. Hopefully Jesse isn't the only one that does this shit. And yeah, we here.
All right, you definitely thought that one through a little bit. Like I said in the last episode, you're getting way better at this, and
Then I came back to shit.
I mean, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty well paced. I mean, like, you're getting better, even if they are like
Terrible.
like not great content wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're
there.
They sound better. You know what I mean? And they I don't know. You feel more comfortable. It seems like you feel more comfortable doing them now. What the fuck?
My bad, that vape got me.
Now, the people at home, he just looked at me real strange, then looked away and coughed.
My balls is hot.
Mom, is that you?
Hi, Mommy.
Mom?
Mom. That's like identical right there, dude. Our two moms.
That looks pretty good. My two moms. That reminds me, you see that meme that Michael Malice posted?
No, I did not.
It was basically like a picture he took from his perspective, sitting at like a table at a restaurant, and it's Alex Jones in front of him eating, and then Blair White sitting on the other side of the table drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And all he said was, "Wow, this remake of My Two Dads is fucking crazy."
That's funny. So I was taking Ninja today to soccer, and there was just, of course, there's snow everywhere, and we were talking about the snow. She asked if it snowed everywhere. And like, I was like, "What do you mean does it snow everywhere?" She's like, "Did it snow with Ama?"
Yeah.
And her Ama's in Taiwan. And I was like, "No, it doesn't snow everywhere." She's like, "Does it snow in the other world?"
In the other world?
And looks at me like dead serious.
What the fuck does that mean, dude?
I don't know. But she was like, "Does it snow in the other world?"
What's the other world?
I don't know. I was just like
I need to
dumbfounded
know.
by that question. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, dude. You didn't ask her more about it or anything? Like,
Nope. I just said I was just kept driving. I was so like, I didn't know what. I don't know. Just blew my mind. Because then I was like, the other world. Like, I just started going in like my conspiracy, like simulation, like, I don't know. My head just started going in other places, dude. Just because like it was so serious of a question, and like the look on her face was like she was dead serious. Like, does it snow in the other world?
When you said the other world, I immediately thought of like the afterlife, like the land of the dead or something. You know what I mean? Like the underworld. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, but it kind of just freaked me out a little bit.
No, that would freak me out too. Like, I'd be asking her more questions and shit, and like trying to figure out
Maybe
what
I'll follow up tomorrow with her.
For sure, definitely follow up with me, too, because I need to know more.
You know more about the other world.
Well, what if it is? I didn't even think about a simulation thing. If it is a simulation, dude, and that's what she's talking about, like the whatever's outside the Matrix or whatever, you know? What could she tell us? You know, maybe she remembers something. Does that make sense? Like, when people remember past lives and shit, maybe. And you know how they talk about how kids are, like, more aware of, like, what they were in past lives, and they tend to lose it as time goes on?
Yeah.
Like that kid that was, like, a fighter pilot or something in World War II, and he was able to name his friends and shit and talk about shit that actually happened in detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he, like, slowly...
Maybe she knows some shit.
Wasn't that way anymore as he grew up.
Maybe she knows some shit, dude. I'll let you know. I'm going to follow up with this.
Did you see that video that Joe Rogan put up about the episodes that were taken down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was the ones where he was saying about the N-word?
Yeah.
But yeah, I sent that to you this morning, so. And then we did talk a little bit about it on I think over like text or whatever, but
Yeah, I wondered why he took down all those random episodes. Because when I heard they took down 73 episodes, I was like, oh shit, it's going to be like the Dr. Malone one, the Peter McCullough one.
all the Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, Jordan Peterson's. But then
Yeah.
I got on there. The last one that was there was... It wasn't Jordan. He was like the second to last one. Jordan Peterson was there. Dr. Malone was still there. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, weird. And then when I saw the list of ones, it was like Brian Redband, Ari Shaffir, and somebody else. Like fucking. I'm just like, what? 2 old Michael Malice ones, but not the recent Michael Malice one. Like,
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even remember hearing him ever saying that on his podcast, though.
I've heard him talk about it. Like, I've heard him say the N-word on there before, but it was always like referring to it as a word and not calling somebody it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was in context, he was using a word as an example of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. There'll be more. I'm sure there's more to come. I mean, next, we're going to get so big, they're going to be coming after us, man.
Yeah, and we're already cancelable.
Yeah, for sure.
My Asian impression alone. Guess if they want to know what to cancel us for, we can,
What you talk
we can
about?
give them a list of things.
What you talk about? What you talk about? Oh, you just eat the noodle.
Eat the noodle. Wonton noodle. Ramen noodle. A beef with the oyster sauce. That's not my joke. That's a Rob Schneider joke, I think. I almost said Rob Lowe, and he's not a comedian. Not really.
Dude, shrimp with oyster sauce is banging, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I said beef with oyster sauce.
You should say shrimp, because that shit is good,
Shrimp with shrimp. Hold on. I don't got enough spit to do the roll. A shrimp? No, I can't do it. Let me get some coffee.
This is exactly why we're cancelable.
The shrimp with oyster sauce. Shrimp with oyster sauce. You gotta get like real phlegmy with it. You gotta have like something in the back of your throat, you know? Yeah, are we trying to get canceled right now? Is that what we're doing? Look what it did for Shane Gillis, though.
Yeah.
He's like one of my top comedians right now, probably.
Tony Hinchcliffe, he made fun of an Asian, got bigger.
Yeah, dude. One of his best regulars is an Asian dude.
It's a nice looking car. I wouldn't buy a Mitsubishi. It's pretty sweet looking, though.
Why wouldn't you buy a Mitsubishi, Eric?
I don't know. It's the Asian.
Is doing Asian voice kind of like doing blackface, but in an auditory form?
I don't know. Here, I'm going to pull my eyes back. And then I'll be like Asian face right now. Oh, Eric, you're so stupid.
They can't see you, though.
I know.
Probably a good thing they can't see you. Although, they know what you look like, so... They know what you look like better than they know what I look like.
Yeah.
I made my first appearance in the last episode as Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Yeah, I know someone thought that you were the person on the couch I was flipping on and hitting.
Flipping on it. Oh, yeah, no, that's Miggy.
Yeah.
That's Miggy for sure.
Yeah, they thought that was you.
Miggy's a handsome dude, but... That's not me.
Do you think when they play the Flintstones, it still says gay old time? Do you think they took that out?
I don't know. That's a good question. Where do they still play the Flintstones? I love the Flintstones. Not to knock on the
They're
Flintstones.
probably like on TV at some point, right?
I don't ever watch. I don't have cable, so I don't know. But like, TV Land isn't that old anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's all like shit from our childhood and stuff now. I'll see if the Flintstones is still on TV. I guess nowadays it doesn't really matter because like it's probably streamable somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna look that up because it's got to be streamable somewhere. Somewhere out there, there's the Hanna-Barbera collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Did you see that Conor McGregor proved that Poirier's wife did in fact slide into his DMs?
What, was she talking shit or something?
He didn't answer it. He took a screen recording of his phone where he typed in her name into Instagram, went to her page, went to message, and saw that he had a message request from her.
Gotcha.
That he never answered. So he didn't show you what she said. Technically, he doesn't know what she said, but technically she did slide into his DMs.
So who knows what's there?
But I heard somebody speculating about it. It was like, chances are, it was probably asking him about money for Poirier's charity thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't he donate to it or something?
Yeah, she could have said thank you. It could have been.
Could have been anything.
Hey,
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
the info to send it to. It could have been. It could have been anything.
Yeah, I mean, technically, a lot of people's wives are in your DMs, and if that's the case, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're asking you about
anything.
Business stuff.
It could have been asking him for the dick. We don't know.
Yeah.
Until we see that message.
Very
we don't know.
doubtful, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
That would be like really strange and out of nowhere while you're training with training to fight my husband, mind fucking me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that seems unlikely, but you never know. There's some really fucked up, terrible people out there.
There really is.
I've known a few of them. I don't know when that happened, so that might be old news. But like, I stumbled across like a video popped up on YouTube where it's like somebody commentating on it. You know what I mean? And I didn't know anything about it, but I didn't look and see when the date was on the video or anything. So.
Yeah.
Cover up your mic.
Why?
Because I hate to think that AC/DC's on our podcast.
I love AC/DC,
Fuck
dude.
you, bro.
Dude, we should try to get them to let us use one of their songs for an intro.
You know how much that would cost? That would cost a shit ton of money. Tens of thousands, it's not $100,000 or more.
Listen, once they listen to one of these episodes, they might like it that much and be like,
I
go
would
ahead. Here, we'll sign off on that.
Never allow that. The only way I would let that happen is if we were making money to let it happen. So if they were paying us to put it on there
Gotcha.
and make it our theme song is the only way I would let AC/DC be our theme song.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're probably the greatest rock band ever.
Well, I'm not denying their legend status.
Dude,
they are good at what they do. I just don't enjoy it anymore.
Their skill set probably the most musically gifted and
Oh my
talented
God.
group
Just shut
that
the
there
fuck
ever
up.
was.
He's only doing this because he knows I hate him. He does not give a fuck about it. He would never listen to AC/DC. The voice is too screamy like. He doesn't like screaming. You've even said this on the show.
I'll get
before.
thunderstruck, bro.
Dude, go fuck thyself. Fuck thyself. Go fuck thyself. All right.
Who's got big balls?
See, that's Bon Scott AC/DC. That is way more passable than the Brian Johnson AC/DC. I had this conversation with Cody the other day at work. If I have to listen to AC/DC, it's better that it's the Bon Scott version, which is the original singer. I know you don't know who the fuck that is. He died.
Yeah, I knew that.
Singer.
I knew that.
Did you? Yeah, of course not.
I knew that.
Yeah, you're a classic rock correspondent.
Yeah, dude. For real, bro. Who else you want to know about?
Tell me about...
No, change the subject. So we got the post show here.
Well done.
Oh, shit. Didn't mean
That's not even our racism. That's not even our cancelable moment. That's a Crowder cancelable moment. You want to watch raw footage of the Freedom Convoy? Live footage, I mean?
Ottawa walks.
Yeah.
Look on look right here.
That's the same fucking video. I guess we could, yeah. All right, for the current events segment of the show.
Current events.
Exactly.
Events.
Ottawa Freedom Convoy, Day 9, Parliament Hill, Saturday, February 5th. Those are happening.
Hi, Jerry. We're out here in Ottawa live walking down.
Jesus Christ, dude. What are you doing? That's so loud.
That's gonna hurt your ears to go
scream
back.
that.
Hi, Jerry. We're here live out here in Ottawa.
I can't even turn you down. That's the thing. I'm the worst audio engineer in the world. I have to be.
Yeah, I heard they call this thing the honkathon, though. And that's just all it is.
They
just their horns are just going the entire time.
GoFundMe stopped all their money. Like, they only got like $1 million of it. And, because they got like over $10 million, right?
Yeah.
and paused it and said that they were going to give it to charities they deem necessary or like worthy, basically.
Yeah.
So Spotify's taking like $9 to $10 million
Spotify
or not Spotify. I mean GoFundMe.
Yeah.
GoFundMe is taking like $9 million or so of that money and giving it to the charities they choose.
What, their pockets?
The money that was supposed to go to this trucker convoy.
Yeah.
And the truckers. And a lot of that $1 million they took was
Probably pay for
to give
gas,
them like
food,
and gas and shit like that. At first, they gave them $1 million and held it until they figured out how the funds were going to be distributed and what was going to happen and shit. And then they decided that they were basically going to give the money to where they thought it should go. GoFundMe thought it should go to charities, which that's not how GoFundMe works. That money, those people donated that money for the trucker convoy and the blockade or whatever, these truckers that are doing this shit in protest. You know what they call that, Eric? Do you know what they call that?
A peaceful protest.
When government influences big tech and companies to do things against the citizens. You know what that's called?
Communism.
That's right, sir. That's right.
At least they're not burning shit down, though. That's all I'm saying.
No. They're
just chilling.
Extremely peaceful. There was one bad actor, and they're pretty sure it was somebody out there trying to make them look bad. Because why does one random guy go out there and wave a Nazi flag? Why does one random guy do that? And then they all kick him out of the protest. But then they framed it in the media otherwise. You know what I mean? That they were racist. Like how is any of this about race?
This is crazy though. Watching all these trucks just stopped.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild.
It's like trucker occupy.
Yeah, and there ain't nothing you can do. You ain't towing them. You ain't moving them. You know, look how big that fucking thing is.
And it's working.
Yeah, you're not doing shit.
They have like damn near full support. Did you skateboard at all?
No.
Back in the day?
Nope, I just rode bikes. Just rode pedal bike, dirt bikes.
You rode dirt bikes?
Pedal bike, dirt bikes.
Did you do like BMX or anything like that?
No, I tried to do, I mainly just did jumps off like the little curbs that like sidewalks created. But I did test my skills out a couple times. We had these things called the monkey trails by my house.
The monkey trails?
Yeah.
So it was like dirt trails and shit?
Yeah. I hit this big jump and I cased it, dude, and I fucking went over my handlebars, and I never did any type of shit like that. I fucked myself up bad when I was like 10, 11 years old.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. And then the only other time I fucked myself up was on a dirt bike. I fucking broke my wrist on a dirt bike.
No, you broke your wrist.
Yeah.
Shit.
Blew that shit up in 8 places.
How did you do that?
Trying to hydroplane drive across this water and threw me off, nailed a tree.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Ran into a tree.
I was in my baseball uniform and cleats. I had to go to a baseball game before, like, right after it. Like, I was doing this before I went to a baseball game.
So, damn, dude. See, I never did anything. I watched my cousin Justin ram into a house with a dirt bike before. It was the weirdest thing. We were riding my cousin Jake's dirt bike, and I went around, like, once, I think, and then he got on it. He went around, like, the yard real quick once, and then, like, he comes to, like, come back around, then he starts going like towards the house, and it's like a big field and shit kind of next to his house, and he slows down for a second, looks at us, then just fucking goes real quick, speeds up, and just slams right into the house, flies off the bike and slams into the house.
Oh shit.
Well, he's wearing a helmet, and where his helmet hit the house, his head hit the fucking house, and he just dropped straight to the ground. Because he was probably a good like 4 or 5 feet up in the air.
Uh-huh.
His head, where the helmet hit, busted the siding on the house. The
shit.
What is that? Like nylon or vinyl siding?
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, he was okay, but it was gnarly looking. We both just start dying laughing, and then run over to see if he's okay, because it was just so out of nowhere. But I guess he just like kind of lost his balance and he cranked on the gas.
Yeah.
And it just went, and he couldn't like get his balance back to uncrank it, and slammed straight into the house, dude.
That sucks.
So,
That sucks. Yeah, dude, but I love riding dirt bikes, and like I prefer 4-wheelers, like quads and shit. I like quads.
Quad's cool.
But yeah, Yeah, I fucked myself up a few times on some two-wheel things.
Yeah, I fucked myself up on a three-wheeler. Well, almost did.
Three-wheelers are dangerous as shit. They like outlawed those motherfuckers.
Yeah, a long time ago, but like my stepdad got a hold of one and he fixed it up.
Yeah, you can find them and like rebuild them, and I think you can buy kits and shit. I just don't think you're allowed like selling them outright.
Yeah, I don't think it's illegal to own them or use them or anything.
Yeah.
Just you're liable for anything that happens on, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I thought maybe you like skateboarded a little bit or started to at one time or something.
Nope, I never was a skateboarder or a fruit booter.
Fruit booter.
Just my pedal bike and dirt bikes and shit like that.
Well, hell, Miguel. I wonder if Miguel ever skated.
I don't know if they made trucks big enough.
Yeah,
They got to be like that, them thick boy trucks.
They make skateboards for bigger dudes. Like they make bigger skateboards. Like they're just like another skateboard.
Maybe we need a surfboard on wheels.
Wow, Miggy, if you're hearing this, do something about it, bro. Do something about it. I watched The Fight Companion today with Rob Dyrdek. It just randomly came on after something.
How was that?
It was pretty fucking good, actually. They were asking.
I like Rob Dyrdek. He's a cool dude.
You could tell Callan was like excited to hang out with him, kind of.
Oh, that's what's up. They're both like old dudes that I think try to be young.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, he doesn't even skate anymore, he said.
No, but I mean, I guess not try to be young, but like, I guess, never mind, because he wears that, all that. It just seems like he dresses young.
Yeah, but he's a product of his era. He was like a more...
Because I'll be
he was like a street skater kid.
Because I'll be 50, 60 years old wearing Jordans still.
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah, he's a product of his era, you know?
Yeah, so... No, but I always liked him. I thought he was a good dude.
No, I mean, I don't hate him or anything, but
I don't know if it's
he's pretty
personal
cool.
shit.
I loved robbing Big back in the day.
I don't know if he, like, beats the fuck out of his wife or nothing, but, like, from what I see, he's a good dude.
No, yeah, now he's just like a business guy, and he does that show.
Oh,
I guess Brendan Schaub is, he's been on Ridiculousness the most out of anybody.
Really?
He's the show's favorite guest, apparently.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't skate anymore and shit. I thought that was crazy. Like they were not even like
at
every
all,
now
or
and then. He's
just
like, you want that?
competitively?
Exactly. He's like, no, he just doesn't.
That's weird.
He's busy. He's got kids and shit. He's married. He's a different guy now. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured at least like skate every once in a while.
Yeah, I remember watching him pop up in like old Transworld videos and skate videos and shit that I used to watch. Nowadays, I gotta like specify what Transworld is. It was a skateboarding magazine back in the day, kids. And it was actually pretty good. It was thick as fuck because it had a shit ton of ads in it. But, like, all the ads were dope because they were always cool pictures of dudes doing, like, cool skating, or they were funny. An inside joke that nobody got. Like, skateboard ads in themselves were like an art form. I'd like to see what skateboard ads look like now. If there's even skateboard magazines that are worth looking at anymore. I miss those days. So I started drinking and doing drugs and shit. Like, I just stopped skating.
Gotcha.
Got in trouble a couple times.
What?
Skating
where we weren't supposed to or something. Got like
one of them. Yeah.
Let's hear about it. How
I
old
don't
were
remember
you?
where it was. I think it was like 15, maybe.
Did you wear?
Or no, I was 16.
Were you wearing Jinko jeans?
No.
Airwalk shoes?
No, I never wear Airwalks. I was probably wearing like Vans or Audios. I don't know. I wore all different kinds. I had DVS's at one time.
Did you paint your nails black?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, and like.
Did you wear
middle school at one point?
Did you wear a bunch of bracelets? Did you have more than 2 bracelets on one wrist?
Well, when I was younger, I wore rubber bands a lot.
Okay.
Like the tan regular rubber bands. I would wear like 2 of those.
Okay.
Because Eddie Vedder did from Pearl Jam.
Talk about when you paid your nails
and I'd wear
black,
like bracelets and shit. Yeah, I did wear bracelets and shit, but like.
I'm just trying to picture.
I'll wear a bracelet now or something if I like it, if it's cool or something. Or like
I meant like more than 2 though, on one wrist.
Yeah, probably because I wore 2 rubber bands and maybe I'd wear like a rubber band and a bracelet over
You
here.
just know how some motherfuckers have like 12, 13 things on one wrist.
Yeah, I didn't do all that. Maybe I'd have like 2 or 3.
Okay.
But that's the extent of it. I never liked rings or necklaces or anything, and I break out if it's fake. So if I'm wearing like some jewelry, you know it's real because it'll break my skin out if it's
Gotcha.
not.
Did you ever own a seashell necklace? Those white ones? Did you ever rock?
Yeah, when I was in like elementary school.
Yeah. All right. Go on when you got in trouble though.
Not seashells. It was like the
Those
little
little
white thin beads.
Yeah, that white shell thingy, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother.
There's a certain name to them. I just can't think of it right now.
My brother was heavily influenced my style for when he lived at the house when he was in high school. So, and my brother's style was very like mid 90s, like mid to late 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
same as mine. I wore a lot of. Mine was influenced by my brothers. I wore a lot of jerseys, and then like Structure.
Yeah.
And Eddie Bauer.
Yeah.
Like what I wore.
Gotcha. My brother, I don't really remember brands or
a
anything.
lot of like sports jerseys, like basketball jerseys and like football jerseys and shit.
My brother was like from what I remember, he was like a mix of like he did well in school, like halfway decent, but he was kind of a rocker kid or whatever, but he graduated in 97, so he was more of an early 90s type stuff, you know what I mean? Like I remember at one time he wore like a vest, you know, like a black vest, buttoned up and a white t-shirt underneath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my brother graduated in 98, so I know that style.
Like really, like the really light, like almost acid wash jeans and a belt. They tucked their shirts in. Like that was my brother. That was his version of that. I was a late 90s kid. Or late 90s, like teenager. Early 2000s.
Alright, so when you got in trouble skating, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
You said you were about to say you were like 15, 16 years old or something?
I was like 16, I think, and my buddy JJ, I think, had just turned 18.
What's up, JJ?
He was 17, yeah, Jeremy.
Was JJ your dude, like your skate partner? Like you guys would always be out?
I met JJ at church. His grandma and grandpa went to my church, and they sat behind us. And I met him there, and then it turns out he was 2 grades above me in school, and once I got to middle school, I was in school with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what's up.
So I started hanging out with them probably like...
So you guys were drinking the juice together, fucking around
8th grade, I think.
That's what's up.
Drinking the juice? What do you mean? Oh, church? Yeah, I mean, I went to church all the time, but I wasn't like super religious.
I know, I'm just fucking with
my
you.
My parents were...
But go ahead. So you guys...
I have beliefs,
you
know?
and JJ were fucking skating.
Hey, this is back when JJ had the Cavalier, and that thing got wrecked. I got a whole story for that, too. And we used to jump in his Cavalier, and we'd just go to, like, this 9th Street skate park or this place or that place and skate. You know what I mean? Like some street spot.
Yeah.
And he took me to this building that I'd never seen before. It was, like, just outside of Belden Village. Like, it was in Belden Village, technically, but it was, like, in one of those weird allotments where, like, businesses were and shit. Mm-hmm. Behind this building was this pretty nice skate spot. There was, like, a stairs, like I think it was maybe like a 9 or 10 stair set with a rail. There was benches and shit. Like but it was all really nice. You know what I mean? Like an Oriental garden type deal.
Yeah.
Not really Oriental, but like it was set up like one. No, there was no water or anything, but. And we didn't even like skate the benches, or I mean, I think maybe he touched the rail with the tail of his board a couple times, but he was really just trying to do the stair gap.
Should you guys throw a bunch of wax down? I know that pisses people off when you throw a bunch of wax down on shit.
No, I was filming.
Oh, okay, so you're just filming.
I was just skating too, but like
he was just trying to clear the, like you said, the gap of the stairs or some shit.
Yeah, he was like trying to kickflip the gap or something.
That's what's up. That vape hitting extra hard tonight.
Yeah, I figured I should get this over with so I'm not talking like an asshole the whole time, you know?
What do you think? Alright, so he was just trying to clear the gap of the stairs.
Yeah,
you were there filming, but you were just fucking around skating it too, so. You guys are at the Asian Garden.
Okay, where this gap was, there was like a stair set, and then like some cement area, and then there was glass walls to the building, and if you looked in the glass walls, you saw like what looked like a couch, and maybe there was a TV on the other wall or something, and then behind it you saw like a kitchen. It was like a kitchen living room look.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, it must be like a break room or something.
Yeah.
And this is like the smoking area, chill area. Yeah. And he notices the door is cracked open.
Yeah.
And he just kind of looks at it and he points at it. He's like, you know, like, hey, dude, the door's open. I was like, I don't know. So he just kind of like shuts it.
Yeah.
And then goes back to doing the fucking skating gap again.
Yeah.
And about 10 to 20 minutes later, this whole time, I forgot about this. This whole time there's a guy with cones set up in the parking lot, like
across the way,
a few hundred feet away from us, yeah. On a motorcycle, like practicing parallel parking or something.
In the maneuverability.
Yeah. And we see a car roll up to that guy and stop, and he talks to him for a minute, and then they fucking whip it around and then over and then pull into the shit right where we are, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they get out, and it's an older lady and then like a younger girl behind her. And the younger girl, I remember thinking she was really cute. Somewhere I have footage of her rolling up on us and just fucking pointing her finger and motherfucking us, you know what I mean? And but basically she claimed that she lived there and that we're always there tearing up her shit. This is the first time I've ever been there. I have no idea really where we are. I just know we're somewhere in Belden Village. And it's like, I have to paint this shit. Like, I pay for this shit, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, I remember just, at the time, I thought I had my camera set up that I could close the little window where you see the video, and it'll keep recording, because I wanted to just, like...
Yeah.
But apparently I didn't, and it just stopped the video. So I had the very beginning of her rolling up and yelling at us. And I remember the cops, she's like, the cops are already on their way, blah, 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 blah. And I remember the girl that came up with her was like a strawberry blonde, like almost little reddish girl. She was younger, like a little older than us, probably early 20s. And I just remember seeing, she's cute, and she was quiet the whole time. And eventually the cops show up. I immediately put my camera in JJ's car underneath the seat, so they don't ask any questions about video footage or anything.
Yeah.
And I remember she didn't press any charges against us, and I think it's because we were so young, and I think she had calmed down, because we had explained that we had never been there before. I was like, I don't know who's been fucking up your benches or anything. We didn't even skate the benches. I said, he was literally, we've been here like 10 or 15 minutes, and he was just trying to do the stair gap. Yeah. We just wanted to get a stair gap. I'm filming it. We want to put a video together, blah, blah, blah. And we did, that's true. And the one cop was really nice to us, and the other cop was a dick, total dick. So they're playing good cop, bad cop, because we were a bunch of little punk kids to them, you know what I mean? And it all ended up, we said that we would come back and paint the benches and paint the rail and shit. We gave her JJ's grandma's number, which is where he lived at the time, and I guess they were calling like a couple weeks later, but that was like 2 weeks before me and him went to California and stayed with my dad. So nothing ever came of it. We never went over there and painted any benches. Like, nothing was on, she didn't file a report, any charges or anything. So nothing was on the record. It was all on our word.
Yeah.
And that shit never happened. Yeah. We got out scot-free. Now if we ever make it big, she's going to hear that, or we're going to get canceled for this terrible deed I did so long ago. But I've done worse things than that, I'm sure. I know. I have, actually. There's no question about that. I've done worse.
All right. Any other times you got in trouble for skating?
My brother got in trouble for skating, but it happened way after the fact. I remember it was like Thanksgiving or something, right? And we were all at my mom's house, and my brother and his wife, who's his ex-wife now, but his wife at the time, and their 2 kids or 2 boys were on their way, and they get pulled over. Apparently, they got pulled over. I don't know if it was for speeding or I don't know what it was for, but they get his license and his information and shit, and then they run it, and they come back, and apparently Jared had a warrant for his arrest. And Jared's like, what? You know what I mean? And he's like, I've never gotten even in trouble or done anything. Why would I have a warrant for my arrest? And they said, and I can't remember if they told him then or they told him after they arrested him in front of his children and his wife and took him, and she had to drive the van to like our house or something, or to my mom's house. And turns out he had a warrant for his arrest because back in the day, because I was probably like 14, 15 years old when this happened, my brother's wife would take me and my friend Nathan, or my brother and his wife would take me and my friend Nathan to this church to skate at. One of the times, the preacher came and yelled at us for skating. And my brother was just like, no, it's fine. We'll leave. It's fine. Sorry to bother you. And we left, and that was it. And this was like months later that they pulled him over, and they arrested him for illegal skateboarding or whatever. Apparently, they reported it and had a warrant out for my brother's license plate. You know what I mean? So basically, I got my brother
arrested for illegal skateboarding.
Skateboarding on private property or something, I guess.
To like to arrest you in front of your kids and your wife and shit, just for skateboarding illegally. That's crazy as fuck.
So they did.
That's crazy
because
as
he had a
hell.
warrant. I don't know. I don't know the details. It'd be nice to get my brother on here to explain it because he's the one who went through it. I remember, I went with my mom to bail him out. He had like $1,000 bail, so we got him out like that night at like 9 or 10 or something. But actually, it might have been later than that. I don't remember, but my brother would remember, I'm sure. But
That's
yeah,
wild.
my brother went to jail for me, basically.
That's crazy.
My dad, what do they call that in the gangster world? He did a bid. My brother did like 9 hours in the clink.
Yeah, you owe one, man.
I guess I do, man. Shout out to my brother Jared. I forgot all about that shit, dude. That's crazy. It all came back to me kind of right now. Talking about skateboarding.
And then you mentioned that your buddy fucking wrecked his Cavalier.
Oh, shit. That might be a story for another time, dude. That's a long one.
Oh, is it?
Kind of. There's lots of people involved, too.
Oh, shit.
It's
Okay.
crossed state lines and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Bad winter and shit. Like,
Were
I
you
might
with
have to
them?
save that for next episode. No. I could have been very easily, but I was not.
Gotcha.
And cops were involved.
Oh, shit.
Underage drinking was involved.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a crazy one. That might be one to have him on for if we could ever get anybody over here.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. Pete's the only one that tends to join us. But he lives 5 minutes away, maybe less.
Watch this shit.
How the fuck did that happen? Is that CG? Or is that like a screen? What the fuck? Clearly it's... Yeah, it looks like a wood board, but how are the wheels and shit moving?
I don't know, man. I'm just showing it to you.
How is it moving
I don't
in
know,
general?
man. I was just showing it to you. I thought it was weird, so I was just showing you a weird video.
Eric, that's gonna be on my mind for weeks.
Well,
It makes me do things like this. I don't like things that make me do this.
You know, can we get that pause one more time?
For the people at home, I did this. You can't see it, I know. If I even put this in there.
Well, I just sent that to you so you can put that.
Oh, wow. My eyes are closed, you fucking dick. Yeah, I guess I can put that in there if I use it. I guess I gotta pop up on there somehow. What about you? How about you tell some run-ins with the police for you?
After a football game when I was in high school, junior, I drove a van. We were destroying fucking mailboxes. And we just so happened we were on like this road where it was kind of hilly. So it was like up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And right when you got up to the hill, there was a house. Or right when you were going down the hill, there was a house. And when we hit the mailbox, the guy who lived at that house popped right up over the hill behind us and seen us destroy his mailbox.
Oh, wow.
This dude chased me down. He didn't chase me down, but he tried to chase me down. This dude was trying to knock me off the fucking road. But I was driving all over the place. I was in a van. I felt bad for the dude that was in the back because I had no seats. There was just like a love couch and a beanbag chair and some other shit to sit on. And I'm flying around these neighborhoods and eventually get fucking pulled over by like 6 cops.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
6 of them.
6 of them got me. 6 cops pulled me over. Got lectured pretty hard.
By the cops. Did you know the cops?
I knew all of them that were there.
I guess that's a story for another time.
So I got lectured and motherfucked, and they just said they're gonna let my dad handle that, and I just had to buy this dude a new mailbox. That was it. So I go to school Monday, and the one teacher who lives not far from where I got pulled over, apparently passed me. Stops me, he's like, Eric, what the fuck did you do the other night? And I'm like, oh.
So he passed you as this was happening with the cops?
While I was getting pulled over, while I was pulled over and shit. And he's like, what the fuck did you do the other night, man? There was like 6 cops. I was like, dude, they got me for going 47 and a 40. And just kept walking past them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that's
he
what I
didn't
told
bring
him.
it back up again, nothing.
Never brought it back up again, just walked past them, basically saying none of your fucking business, and I was out.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, that was one time.
That's that white privilege that they talk about, I think.
No, they knew who it was. They knew who it was before they even fucking got to my car. I was in a van that was painted up with a whole bunch of Perry shit on it. There's only one of them. They knew exactly who it was.
Gotcha.
There was no secret on who was driving that van.
Why 6 of them?
I don't know, man, because there ain't shit for Perry police to do. I don't know. But there was a lot of them there.
Maybe they all wanted to get in on the lecture.
Dude,
he rated it in and was like, this has got to be Eric driving this thing. Who wants to come out here and talk to him with me?
Yeah, there was 3 of us in the van, me and 2 others. I didn't actually throw the book. My buddy did. It's a long story about these books too. Our school, we had these books that they were giving kids, right? And they were big spiral bound books that taught you how to do like Word, Excel.
Gotcha.
And they had like thick ass fucking.
So they had the big spiral things on them.
And big thick covers. And shit.
No, I know.
And they were fucking.
It's like a binder.
300-page, 400-page books. So they were thick. Dude, I took probably 200 of them out of school. I mean, and just tossed them in the back of my van.
Jesus.
And I probably destroyed, I don't know, 100 mailboxes.
With books?
Yeah, with school books. These things were thick, dude. I'd find wooden ones, and I would just fucking demolish them. They'd just explode. Dude, I was going 40 mile an hour. This book's flying at 40 mile an hour in a wooden mailbox.
It's just fucking paper and
thick as
going
fuck,
everywhere.
Bro. Mm-hmm.
They find a spiral thing in the yard.
Yeah. So he actually threw the thing out, and it was a Maslin mailbox. And so we fucking hit it.
That's why. They're your rivals.
So me and him ended up having to pay $13 each. That was it.
Really?
That's it. We said to buy this guy a new mailbox.
Mailboxes were cheap back then, dude.
Yeah, he just.
Would you buy
dude,
the lowest in the line
and
of mailboxes?
And he could have fucked us, bro. Like they told him, like just go get a new mailbox. And this guy just went out and apparently got like a $26 mailbox.
Shit. All right. Well. Yeah, I guess there's not much to a mailbox. It's just like sheet metal that they.
We didn't fuck like the post or nothing up. It was just the mailbox, so he didn't have to go like pour a new like post and like
or like buy some lumber or anything.
Yeah, no, it was just the mailbox part. My job was shirtless, had to paint it up, had paint all over my body and my face.
Sounds about right. I think I've seen pictures. I think you showed me pictures.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You were a wild one. You were the one that.
Yeah, dude, I stripped down to my underwear in center field at one of our baseball games to the music.
Did you streak ever?
Nah, I never streaked.
Not yet?
Nah, I never would. I'm not trying to get banned from like a place.
Gotcha.
I mean, like I'll get I'll do some shit, but like I'm not trying to get arrested or get banned.
What about? I don't know. I can't think of anything else that they do like streaking. You know what I mean? Is there anything else that's streaking's kind of its own thing?
Yeah, no, you don't really do nothing else. Nothing crazy. You can throw some shit on the field, I guess, if you really wanted to, but that's just stupid.
Like, you know that guy? I think it was some baseball game. They made a documentary about him that he basically caused somebody to, I think it was the Cubs maybe, to lose because he caught a ball that would have been caught and it would have been out.
Yeah, there's some shit like that.
Like, how do you feel about that guy? Like, if you were at that game.
Listen, any person's any person that's sitting in that spot is gonna fucking do exactly what he did.
No, I get it. It happens all the time. Kids do it.
Yeah, everyone does it.
But that was like a World Series game, and they lost the World Series because of it, right?
Not because of that guy. if you go back and watch the games,
It was the Cubs, right?
yeah,
The Cubs didn't do too great until 2015. This is in like the 80s or early 90s.
No, this was in 2000s. But
Oh, really?
the Cubs blew that fucking game. Not this guy. Like, there was 4 other instances where the Cubs had errors. They had left guys on base. Yeah, dude, they fucking... Yeah, it wasn't just... it's like Bart something, or the guy's name was. I forget.
It was like a nerdy looking dude with glasses.
Yeah.
Had like a goofy hat on.
He had to go into hiding. He had to move away.
Yeah. I remember hearing about it. I saw a trailer for a documentary, but never saw the documentary, too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I figured you'd know more about it.
Yeah. But no, the Cubs blew that game, dude. It's not on that guy's fault. Any person that's sitting in the stands, if there's a fucking ball coming at you, because if you catch that ball, like, playoff balls are worth more. Like,
no, for sure.
Because
I bet you that
they're
ball's
special.
Worth a shit ton.
That ball. They have special stitching, different stamp
You think-
logo on it.
Is there a baseball Hall of Fame? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there is.
You think they put that in there?
Cooperstown, New York. Would they put it? No, they blew that ball up.
They blew it up like
I
it's
think
a
it's
bad
gone.
omen,
Like,
like it's a demon.
Yeah, I think they got rid of it. They just blew it up. Like,
Wow.
the ball's gone. It's no
What?
longer in existence.
So when he caught the ball, what did he keep it or did he? Like,
I don't know.
throw it
I don't know
back, or-
exactly I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The
But
mystery.
if you watch that video, there's 5 other motherfuckers diving trying to catch the ball over him.
Yeah, I believe it.
He's not the only one. It
It could have very easily been them that had that ruin their life.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right. People don't put themselves in other people's shoes, man.
No.
It's crazy. It's like people have never experienced anything in life or never learned anything from their experiences in life. Because those were all grown adult people.
Yeah.
Probably older than we are now, some of them.
Yeah. If you watch, it's the same reaction. You have 90% of the time, you have the women backing away, scared, because they're not trying to catch it. And then you
and
have
the guys going for
Then
it.
you have anyone from 10 to fucking 60 that's a male trying to dive for that ball.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I would try to catch the ball to give it to Ninja.
For sure. Yeah,
Same
if the
right.
ball was coming at me, I would try to catch it or at least stop it. Depending on when I saw the ball coming at me,
Yeah.
stop it from smashing me in the face or something.
Yeah, I feel confident that if I was standing in that spot, I would have caught that ball.
Yeah.
I would have went for it.
He was in the perfect spot, too. He just kind of just reached out. Like, he didn't, like, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did he reach down real far?
It was Moises Salou.
But that
and
dude
he was
was
in
about
left
to
field.
catch it.
Yeah, Moises Salou.
That's his name. What a fucking name. That's not a name. Stop name. Like, what is that? Spell that for me.
I don't know, but that's his name. Alou is his last name, I believe.
Jesus. And then they got people changing their name to Ocho Cinco. Like, I mean, you can change your name to whatever you want, but I mean, like, what the fuck?
Ron Artest, he changed his name.
To what?
It was like World Be Peace.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a peace on the back of his uniform.
I'll leave it at that. Whatever you want, you can name yourself Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Sure, a jar.
Ollie, chill, buddy. A husky, man, they're whiny. They're not whiny. They're very expressive. Because he doesn't he does other things than whine. Like, it's not whine. Like, he tells me things. Like, he's like...
What's he say?
He'll, like, groan at me.
What
and
words?
shit. He says...
What's he say?
He goes, food. 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 Or, gotta poop. Gotta poop. Gotta poop. What else? I'm high, I guess. I don't know, dude. Leave me alone. Stop embarrassing me. Stop getting me to embarrass myself. Bless you. Was that a sneeze?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, do you sneeze always in twos? Like one? More than two?
Sometimes I may sneeze in one.
But is there like...
But majority of the time it's 2 to maybe even 3 or more,
Yeah.
depending on.
No, I'm for sure 2, guaranteed. There's always 2
Yeah,
sneezes.
damn near. I would bet on 2.
Because we asked
every
about this
time.
at work, and there was someone that actually said like 1. I'm like, oh damn, that seems weird.
That occurs. Like when that's all you need. Like, oh, you got it.
But like, seems like every time I have it, it's always 2, if not more. Like you said, sometimes some shit will tickle my nose, and I'll get like 3 or 4.
I would imagine that the consensus would be 2.
Seems
Most people would say 2.
So I'm starting to
maybe 3.
I'm starting to pay attention to that shit now. I might come if there's not a study about sneezing or something. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start keeping my notes.
That's a good random question for the list. When you sneeze, usually, how many times do you sneeze?
Yeah.
I'm writing it down. Okay, as much as I don't like Jen Psaki, I really, really, really am growing to want to like hate fuck her.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, Eric.
I didn't want to lean up just for that.
No, I get it. I appreciate the effort. As little as it may have been, I appreciate it.
No, why is that?
God damn.
Does it have anything quite possibly to do with her red hair?
Yeah, that's kind of it. And she's kind of a bitch. Like, it's definitely a hate fuck. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the power. Maybe it's, I don't know. Because I don't like her very much at all. You know what I mean? But like, it's sexy. I don't know why.
Yeah. So you couldn't marry her? You couldn't
Hell
date
no.
her or nothing?
No. I mean,
No.
maybe if she wasn't the way she is. But no.
What about
I'm
Trump's?
attracted to
What
her
about
sometimes.
Trump's chick?
Trump's girl, Kayleigh McEnany or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I liked her attitude. She was sexy a lot in the same way, but like in a good way. Like
Yeah.
the way I appreciate. I don't appreciate her fucking like she was strong. This bitch is strong in like a total bitch like tyrant sort of way. Kayleigh McEnany was strong in a like I don't put up no nonsense sort of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel it.
And she was very attractive. I follow her on Instagram. She has a beautiful family. She does. I didn't laugh because she doesn't. I laughed because of the way I said it.
You know who
I
I
love that
miss,
one.
who I haven't seen in a while? Mr. Tom Papa.
Yeah. He needs to pop up on Rogan again.
Oh, that's so clever of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Your wordplay.
Yeah. I'm good with my mouth, if you know what I mean. But
Oh, hey, Darby.
I swear I don't set those things up, Darby. Like, I didn't.
I was flipping through channels the other day, and the kids were running around wild. They were riding their scooters and shit in the house.
Yeah.
Dude, I flipped through the channel and put on wrestling.
Oh, shit.
And, dude, you literally just see Ninja and him just stop and just dead stare at this TV and watch a wrestling match. And Ninja was, like, just dead staring at it. She was into
Because
it.
kids, they probably look at it as, like, the fights. Like,
Yeah.
when you watch UFC, you'd be like, oh, these are weird fights. This is a different kind of fight. You know what I mean? It probably caught their attention.
Yeah. So then, but then I had to warn her, like, yo, you can't be doing this shit to your belly. But you got to make sure, like, if you do, like, you got to let me know, like, so I can spot you. Like, we'll do some suplexes and shit, like.
Yeah, we
'cause
can play around. You just got to do it safely.
Because I told her, I was like, I suplex you guys.
Yeah,
But, like-
you'd suplex Miggy if he'd let you.
Yeah, I'd suplex you if you'd let me. I could pull it off.
Shit, dude, I'd hurt something. You know
But-
me.
So I had to, like, let her know, like, yo, you can't be doing this shit to your brother. So, I was thinking this today. What would be your, like, top 3 childhood video games, but they have to be before PlayStation 1? So it has to be before PlayStation 1.
Okay.
So nothing new. Childhood game, top 3, but they all have to be before PlayStation.
Before PlayStation 1, wow.
Yeah, so Nintendo, Sega, like Dreamcast, Game Boy maybe, because I know Zelda was popular
Yeah.
on that bitch. Some shit like that, like, because that was like my child, and we're around the same age, so
Yeah.
I figure we could both.
I played more games later though. You know what I mean? Because when I was real young, I didn't have consoles. Really.
Gotcha.
I mean, I did, but like at my dad's house or something, and I'd play it like you know, like
Yeah,
I was kind of a poor kid. You know what I mean?
gotcha.
So, but there are games. I love Mega Man 2. Mega Man in general, but Mega Man 2 is the best in
I
my
remember
opinion.
that shit was sweet.
Paperboy. Everybody loves Paperboy.
Paperboy, yeah, that's just legit.
Everybody loves Zelda. Link. I remember the first Final Fantasy game I played and actually really enjoyed and got into. I never like beat it. I couldn't tell you much about the story side, but I believe it's for
Street Fighter 2. You remember that game?
Nintendo, and it was Final Fantasy 4.
It was
Street
like-
Fighter 2, yeah.
I don't know, was that the 2 dude? Yeah. No. I'm thinking of a different game.
Street Fighter, you're thinking of Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, yeah. Double Dragon was the shit,
Double Dragon
dude.
was
I played
dope.
the fuck out of that game, bro.
I remember, you remember the Noids from Domino's or whatever? Is that what they were called? The Noids?
Oh, yeah.
They made a game that, it probably sucked, but I remember playing it. I can't remember what it was. It was like an arcade-style game, and I remember running on, like, fences and having to jump over things, and
I'd
you had to deliver the pizzas, essentially.
One of my top 3 games right now would be, I couldn't tell you which one, but it would be in the top 3s, Cruisin' World or Cruisin' USA.
I had Cruisin' USA was, I think, the original one, and it was usually played it in an arcade and you sat in it.
Yeah.
I had Cruisin' World for
64.
Yep.
Okay, then that was it because that's what I had. Because I remember going to the arcade, but I loved because I had the.
That was 64 though. Oh, that was before PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Oh, God, shit, I'm leaving all kinds of 64 games out there.
Yeah, I was gonna get
for
there,
some reason.
We had like
no, because 64 and PlayStation 1 were same gen.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because things that were coming out for PlayStation 1 were also coming out for PlayStation or Nintendo 64.
They had like Wave Race and shit.
You'd have like Tony Hawk for N64 and then Tony Hawk for PlayStation
never
1.
mind.
So yeah, that's why I was leaving those out because I could name all kinds of N64 games, dude.
Dude, Wave Race. We always talk about Wave Race.
Yeah, dude. Shadows of the Empire, fucking GoldenEye. What else did I have? All kinds of shit.
You ever play Teddy Boy for Nintendo?
Teddy Boy?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Pretty dope game. That was probably it'd be up there in top 5, maybe not top 3.
All right. What is it?
Well, actually, oh shit, it wasn't for Nintendo. This was for a Sega console. But the Sega console was before Nintendo. But
I guess
after
I forgot
Atari.
about Sega. I got some Sega games I can name.
This wasn't like the Sega. This was Sega before the Sega, you know. This was a weird...
Sega CD.
No. This took...
Sega Saturn.
I can't even think of this shit.
The fuck? I can't think of any other
Segas.
Segas.
It took credit card style in the
I know what
front
you're talking about.
And a disk drive in the top.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, though.
And that shit was old school. They had Teddy Boy on it. We had one of those, dude. I played the fuck out of that console, dude.
Yeah?
Oh, dude, we probably had 30 games for it.
Shit, I didn't have anything that old. Like, I had seen them, and I'd played, like, little joystick Atari games at, like, my cousin's houses and shit, but I didn't have anything like that.
We had an actual Atari. We had that old school Sega.
First thing I got was a original NES.
And then we had the original Nintendo NES thing, right? Isn't that what it is? NES?
Yeah, the one that had the big games you had to blow in and shit.
Yeah, I had that. And then we went to, like, we had Game Boys, I think, came out around then, too. Sometime. Then we had Sega. What was Sony Dreamcast? That's probably the same shit as like
Sega Dreamcast. It was
that was PlayStation fucking platform, right? Same gen.
I think that was like right around PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, maybe right before.
I remember playing the fuck out of college football on that game.
I played the shit out of Soul Calibur.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I played that game on there, but I remember playing the fuck out of NCAA football on there, and just. That was the game you just kind of played with buddies and just...
Yeah, back like Super Nintendo and like especially like Nintendo 64
Oh, Super
and
Nintendo,
stuff.
I completely forgot about Super Nintendo. Oh.
But yeah, dude, video games.
So like, what would you say, like, you don't have to name order, but name off a couple games that you think would be, right now that you can think of that'd be in your like top 3, top 4 maybe, you know? For like old school games, like when you're...
I kind of already did.
We both named off a bunch of games.
Yeah, but I named off like... In the beginning, I started naming off like Nintendo games.
I didn't know if that was your list or if you were just kind of just rolled.
I was kind of just naming games I could remember.
Yeah, so
that
I
played
and
like
we kind of thought of more and name shit back and forth. If there was something else that you could think of, but I would say Teddy Boy, probably just OG Mario, just because.
Oh yeah,
the Super. Or,
I kind of just assume those are a given. Everybody's played those and loved those.
Gotcha. So I'd say Teddy
Unless
Boy.
Unless you hate them. You know?
Yeah. Teddy Boy would be one. If you don't know, I think there's some YouTube clips of it. It's a pretty weird game, but
yeah, I'll probably look it up when I edit this shit now. I'll probably look up a bunch.
I would go with Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double Dragon.
And probably Paperboy, because dude, when you said that,
dude. It was hard as fuck, and you were really happy when you got to that like when you got to that level after the level and beat it. If you could.
Yeah, I didn't even think of this one, but probably everyone's played it, but I gotta say, it was fucking Mortal Kombat for Sega.
Yeah, I can't remember any of them.
It had that blood code. It was like it was the first one that had like a blood code. It was dope.
A blood code?
Yeah.
Oh, a code you could put in to have blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually they made it so that you can turn it off in the settings.
I know in some countries, like, instead of, like, they'll have blood, but they make it, like, green or blue. So it looks like you almost got hit by a paintball.
Yeah,
so
or like
it's
they're
not
alien or something. Or
Well,
yeah.
like, even, like, say you were playing, like, Warzone.
It just
or,
makes
like,
it...
Call of Duty, like, whatever. If you got, like, if there was a blood, it wouldn't be red. It would just be the same shit, but it would just be blue, green.
That's
shit
clever.
Like that.
That's clever, though, too, because then that means they can...
There's still that blood
All they
action.
had to do was just change the color of it.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't
You
have to go in and edit
redesign
it out.
shit.
Yeah. You remember that game? Usually it was in arcades and shit. And it was like a shooter game and had a gun that you would use. Can't remember what it was called.
I grabbed some of your vape juice, just to let you know.
Yeah. No, go for it. What was I saying? Oh, that it was like a stand-up arcade game with like a gun attached to it. You shot at the screen, but you were like Aerosmith's bodyguard.
Oh, bro, listen, me and Michael.
And you were like fighting off like the government and aliens and shit or something like that, or gangs. I can't remember.
Me and Michael Finsel. He was my first friend. I've known him since we lived beside each other since we were growing up, since we were in diapers. He was, your first best friend that you never forget about.
That's a good question. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And his dad would take us, because we lived right by Canton Center Mall when they had Nickelodeon back then, the arcade.
Oh yeah, we've talked about it.
Shout out to anybody who's been there. He would give us a fucking full bottle, or a full bag, the Crown Royal bag, full of fucking tokens and shit for that place. And we would play the shit out of that game together, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, that was our game, bro.
I used to, like, every time we went to the movies, you would always, like, chill
It was
in there
like
for a
right
minute.
in. It was one of the first games when you walked right in.
Yeah. And they I think they had that Aerosmith game, too.
No, that's where they had it. That's where we played the shit about.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about something else.
Nickelodeon right there at Canton Center.
Hell yeah, no. Like, usually, when I saw that game, it was at a movie theater.
Yeah, they had
Most
the movie
times.
theater
Because,
at
like, I used to
Canton
go to the
Center.
movie theater. Like, my dad, go to my dad's house, like, for 2.5 months every year till I was 18.
In
Visit him.
California.
Yeah, in California. And he'd drop me off, and, like, a few of my friends from the neighborhood at the
Grand
movie
Canyon,
theaters
and he left.
with passes, and he'd give me money for, like, snacks and shit. Because my dad used to work for the theaters. My dad had a company where he would bring, like, costume characters and shit out to places and put up balloons and shit when you're having, like, a grand opening or a movie release. But he did a lot of work when the Batman movies came out, where he had my brother one of the times, dress up like Batman in a legit Batman, like, movie costume, had the Batmobile from the movie come out,
Oh, shit.
and my brother posed with it, and people take pictures and shit for the premiere of the movie at Edward Cinemas. So my dad,
So your brother played
along with
Batman.
money, had him pay him in free movie passes. So my dad had rolls and rolls and rolls of passes to go to movies. So he'd drop me off, give me like a bunch of passes. We'd watch 2 or 3 movies.
Because
yeah.
know you guys love movies.
And he
and
loved
shit.
movies.
Oh, and he
That's
loves,
why we all love movies. Is because that's where I got it from. My dad. That's why I collect a lot of things too, because my dad got me into things like that. But so I'd watch a shit ton of movies and play video games, like in between. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Between
Man, those
popping
were
all
the-
them pills and smoking that devil's lettuce.
That was before all that. When I was popping all the pills and smoking the devil's lettuce, he had a home theater, and I was just watching all the movies, smashing in and out and popping pills. Because I couldn't, look, for a long time, I hope my dad doesn't hear this. For
But,
a long time, I couldn't find weed in California.
I know I've asked you this before. I just don't know if I asked you it on the podcast. Is In-N-Out, since you've been there and here and had different, is In-N-Out your favorite burger and fry joint that you've been to?
Oh, yeah, probably, and that's mostly because I really only got it certain times a year. When I was old enough to truly appreciate it, I didn't live in California anymore. I was going there for 2 months a year or around
But I was
Christmas time
so
or
you
something.
didn't get more out. But like, is it? I've never had it, but it is. It's
what my
worth
point
the hype.
was-
Is it worth the hype?
Oh,
Basically,
it's some of the best, if not the best, fast food burger you can get. It's like getting a restaurant burger at a fast food place, and it's fucking delicious. It's so good because they toast the bun. They can make it animal style for you. I got a story for you about that actually, where they fry everything else on it except for the lettuce and shit, like the onions. You know what I mean? Everything else is fried on it too. And I can remember my dad and my brother love onions, so they would get it that way all the time. And my
Yeah.
dad one time didn't say animal style. He said doggy style. He said, "Let me get a double with cheese, doggy style." And
Hold on,
he just goes, he goes, "I mean animal style," and like you heard him click back on the speaker, and you just hear people laughing.
That's funny as fuck,
dude. But to answer your question, yeah, In-N-Out is debatably the best fast food place or burger joint out there.
Hell yeah. Oh, at work today, it was a placebo batch, so there was no THC in it. But they made this banana cream bar.
That sounds great.
Bro, this shit, I literally closed my... I knew I was going to like it right off the bat. Because anything like banana shit, I fucking love it.
Yeah, most
almost
of the
like
time.
Miggy likes pistachios. Because
yeah.
if
it tastes like pistachio, he'll put it in his mouth.
Exactly. I'm not that far. So.
Yeah, because you could probably make a dick taste like banana pretty easily.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they make a lot of banana flavored dick things. You know what I mean?
So. This thing was absolutely fucking amazing, dude. I put it in my mouth. I tasted it. I put the second piece in right away. And I literally just sat back in the seat, closed my eyes, and slowly chewed and tasted. This thing fucking was the best tasting thing that's gonna come out of that place.
You were like, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the first guy to overdose on THC because you're just gonna be eating these things like they're fucking candy. You're just like, these are gonna be your new favorite snack. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, dude, they're so fucking good, dude. Oh, so good.
Shit, they should sponsor us the way we're talking about it.
I'm glad you got your card now so that we can each go get one and try it out.
I want one of those, what was that vanilla thing you sent me? I don't think you told me what it was, but it looked, I like white chocolate shit, so as soon as you sent me like a white chocolate bar that looks like it has something tasty in it,
that's
I'm
what
like,
this banana thing's made out. It's made out of white chocolate.
Is that what it was? That you sent me a snap of the other day?
The one that was like
that I
pink.
said, that looks fucking delicious.
The one that was like pinkish.
I couldn't tell if it was like...
It was chocolate
there
covered
was pink and then there was
strawberries.
just dark things in it.
It was chocolate covered strawberries. So what it is they pour in white chocolate.
Yeah.
And they put a bunch of strawberry in it. Like strawberry chunks.
And then they put milk chocolate swirls.
And they let that like set. And then they pour chocolate. So it's literally like a thin layer of white chocolate and three-quarters of the bar is white chocolate, and then a quarter of the bar is chocolate.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
So it's like chocolate-covered strawberries.
All right. Cool. No, that's... So you see like if you took it out of the wrapper, you'd see like the layers on the side of it and shit.
Yeah, we got a s'mores bar coming out, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh. That I don't even know what it is.
The chocolate strawberry bars is going to be out
for sale, too. But it sounds
too.
Amazing already.
Yeah, they're going to be out for sale. They're going to be like 400. It's actually 420 milligrams.
I thought you were going to say $420.
No, there's one that's 420 milligrams, and the other one I think is like 220. It's science.
You got to trust the science. I am the way, the truth, and the science. No one comes to the science except through me. That's not bad. Does this kind of sound like Fauci?
No.
No?
No.
What does that sound like? That sounds like somebody.
It sounded like someone, but I can't. But definitely wasn't Fauci. I was like, damn, was he? I couldn't pick it up.
I thought maybe it's
like
my because things sound different to yourself. Like the only way you can really hear yourself is you do this with your hand or something.
Yeah.
Or have
I don't think you sounded like Fauci at all.
Really?
I could be wrong, but I don't think you did.
Shit, I sounded like somebody. Like a cartoon character. I sounded like the turtle from Rocko's Modern Life. Do you remember Rocko's Modern Life?
Oh, yeah. I
remember the guy that worked in the comic book shop, the turtle, and he would fall on his back and he'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, you did.
I've fallen. Like that guy, he was definitely voiced by like a Jewish dude or something. Like that sounded what they were going for.
Speaking of Jewish dudes, what's your top 3 Will Ferrell movies?
I mean...
By the way, I don't know if Will Ferrell's Jewish or not.
I don't think he is. I don't believe he is, no. I mean, he might be. But he's got a Jew fro in the picture looking
I'll
at
ask Whoopi Goldberg. We'll see. She'll probably be able to let me know. She knows that shit pretty good.
Wow, very relevant reference, Eric. I like it. We're doing current events now. And we probably still have more credibility than CNN and Brian Stelter.
We're almost as many viewers.
Yeah. We're actually inching above him at this point.
Step Brothers.
Oh yeah, what we were saying. Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell movies. I'm going Step Brothers. I think it's the one where he's Gator.
Gator.
Gator's bitches better be wearing Jimmys.
What the? That sounds so familiar, but I don't remember.
You know, it's a Will Ferrell movie. It's the one where he's it's the one where he's with like it's The Rock's in it. Mark Wahlberg, I believe, and like
the other guys.
Movie, the other guys.
Yeah,
Scott Dirty Mike and the Boys.
I've only seen that one. Wow,
Oh,
I
dude,
forgot all about that movie. I should watch it
hilarious.
again.
You gotta watch it, dude. It's funnier when you watch it and you now. Dude,
I
you got
believe it.
Dirty Mike and the Boys that fucking destroy his car. He's got all them hot chicks that are in love with him. It pisses Mark Wahlberg off. Then his other side comes out where he's Gator, where he's a pimp and shit. It's fucking hilarious. The dumbest shit happens in the movie, but it's fucking hilarious. There's
I
a
love
bunch
some
of people,
dumbass movies.
There's a bunch of good people in it.
Like,
And then I would say, Old School.
yeah, Old School's definitely up there.
I wouldn't say that in order.
That
This
was
is just
the
my
movie.
top three that I can think of. It'd probably be Step Brothers, Old School, and then Other Guys would be my top three Will Ferrell movies right now off the top of my head.
Old School's definitely in there. That's actually the movie that made him a huge like household name. Because before that he was on SNL, and a lot of people
Hey,
knew
you're my
him.
boy, Blue.
But that movie came out while he was filming Elf, right?
Yeah.
And he blew up in the middle of making Elf, which made the studio like almost want to completely change the movie Elf. They didn't, but like I watched a documentary about it recently about the making of Elf. It's on that one show on Netflix. It's called The Movies That Made Us. It's like little 1 hour documentaries about the story of how a movie was made. So yeah, that's a fun fact. But Old School is definitely in my top three. Love that movie. It's classic. So many quotable fucking lines.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. Anchorman for sure. The first Anchorman. The second Anchorman was pretty good too, but it didn't get as much love as the first one. And shout out to Will Ferrell, because this isn't really a Will Ferrell movie, but it's one of his early movies before he even did like Old School and shit, I think. But Will Ferrell as Marshall Willenholly in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, there you go.
The Federal Wildlife Marshal. That's a good one. But that's not really a Will Ferrell movie. So other than that, I guess I'd have to go Step Brothers. Just because that's a like, what other Will Ferrell movie can you name that's more classic than those three that we've named?
Talladega Nights is dope.
Talladega Nights, yeah.
That shit's pretty funny.
I can't even, yeah, but like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't even think of many others.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the greatest movie person,
Yeah,
so I thought there would
it's weird that you even asked this question.
I thought there'd be more, but he was just been staring at me on this TV screen for the last like 20 minutes.
He looks pretty happy to be looking at you, if I'm honest.
I mean, we didn't even name that movie right there. That's looking at us. That's another movie.
Yeah, it's semi-pro. It's Will Ferrell with a... Well, I expected him to have a big dick bulge, but he doesn't.
Dirty Grandpa's a pretty funny movie.
Yeah, actually it is. I saw a video where there is a place, like a food truck,
Yeah.
that when you order something, a dog comes out from the back and gives it to you in a bag in his mouth. And I thought that was cool.
Hold on, now repeat that shit. Go ahead.
All right, there's like a food truck.
Yep.
It was a video of a food truck.
Mm-hmm.
And you ordered your food.
Yep.
But then a dog came out from behind the food truck with like a paper bag in his mouth.
Yeah.
And gave you the food in the bag. And he was like super happy to do it.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it was way cool.
They used a dog for a bat boy in a baseball games in like minor league.
That's cool too.
Yeah, dude, they hit and then the dog would run out and get it and bring
I
the bat
fucking love
back.
dogs so much. Like, dog videos hit me the hardest sometimes. Just like when a dog gets a new friend. Like they bring a puppy home and then you watch like the progress of them becoming like just like the tightest homies over like a year. It's so cool. I love that shit. Like that shit hits me right in the dick, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Mom, is that you? Mother? You know what I started doing when I test when you're not here? I go to my mic and test my mic and go, Mom, is that you? Mom? And then I go to your mic over there and I go, Eric's mom, are you there? So that tells me which mic it is, and I get to do my thing.
Oh, I can't say because they did post this on social media today, which I don't know why they did. But we got our clones into work today. We officially allowed to bring in flour into our facility.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be growing shit now?
Yeah, we're going to officially, we got all our, took forever, but we passed all our shit with the state, got our license, all this other shit. Yeah, there's flour in our facility right now, man.
Hell yeah.
We got 30 days to get everything in there, all the flour we need and everything like that. And
so you heard the new tunage at the beginning of the last episode?
yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
I like all of them, dude.
Yeah.
I like to switch up with it and shit.
What'd you think of the Photoshop?
Oh, the
DX.
Oh, dude, that's just sweet as fuck, dude.
I can't believe it. That was a last minute decision.
You should do that shit all the time. You should just find random ass funny photos. Doesn't even matter if they're like popular people, but just funny photos.
Well, and you maybe like try to keep them relevant to the episode and what we talk about and shit.
Yeah,
because that we talk about like in DX and shit. And
yeah,
we're watching wrestling. That's why I did that. That was like a last minute decision, and it turned out way better than I ever expected. And we talked quite a bit about Jesse in there too.
Yeah, what's up, Jesse?
I haven't heard a response from him about it, so I don't know if he heard.
Jesse, you okay?
I've talked to him, but he didn't bring it up. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. So, I know you really don't know, but who you picking for the Super Bowl? The Rams or the Bengals?
I guess I'll go Bengals because they're an Ohio team.
There you go.
And I like Tigers.
That's a good pick. It's the year of the Tiger too. For the Chinese New Year.
They probably know that, and they're probably, maybe it's like a placebo effect type deal, you know?
Could
like
be.
when hockey players grow out their beards and shit, don't shower or something, or they, you know what I mean, they don't cut their hair.
Yeah. The USA won today, 3-0 in the World Cup qualifying event.
Oh yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
What sport is that?
Soccer World
So
Cup,
that's what I
FIFA
thought.
World Cup.
That's what I thought. Hell yeah. Does USA usually win? Like, it's usually like foreign teams that are like good. I didn't know we had a good soccer team.
We do, all right. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do good.
Cool.
We hang. I'm not the most educated. We might have won some shit, but I don't think we won World Cup.
It's just not real popular.
The women have.
There is a soccer scene because my buddy was really into the Crew, the Columbus Crew.
Dude, I've always said one of my bucket list is to go to like one of those foreign soccer matches, like Barcelona, like one of those crazy ass ones, dude. There's so many fans that get so fucking crazy. Like from the movie, most time I fuck up the title, but Green Street Hooligans or Mean Street Hooligans or something?
Mean Street, or I think it might be Green Street or Mean Street. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Look it up real quick.
But yeah, that movie. I want to go to one of those matches. I ain't trying to fight and shit. I ain't trying to be one of the hooligans that fight. Like, I'll go watch one of the fights. But I want to go to one of them.
It's Green Street Hooligans. You know they made a sequel? I didn't see it, though.
Neither did I. Didn't know
Can't be as good.
Probably not. But, like, I want to go to one of them soccer matches. I don't want to fight, like I said. I'll watch them fight before. And then I'll go to the match and just watch that chaos shit happen. I want to go to one of those.
Yeah, I'd go to a soccer game and see how shit goes down, just because you always hear about
match.
Well, it's still a game.
Soccer match.
I get it, but it's still a fucking game.
I don't know, man. Just letting you know.
Are we playing a game?
It's a match.
I mean, think about it. Are they fighting?
Think about it, dude.
A match is usually like a... Well, I guess fighting is also like a sport or a game. It's just combat.
Life's kind of a game.
Yeah, dude. It's all about the game, you know?
Yeah.
And how you play it.
Don't hate the player.
It's all about control and if you can take it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the rest, but you get what I'm going for there.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down, bro.
You smell what I'm stepping in, homie.
Yeah, I got you. Look, people are really going crazy.
Analogy or whatever.
This is some shit I don't understand these motherfuckers. On like how much food motherfuckers, like apparently no one had food. But like This is the Walmart in Alliance. They're meat. Like, people are like hunkered down.
Yeah. No, dude, there's all kinds
like,
of regular shit I buy that is just not there anymore.
Well, that was
Blank,
that, but like
blank
now,
fucking space where it is.
Yeah, well, that was just because of fucking where shit's at right now. But now it's even worse because motherfuckers, like, bro, this shit ain't gonna be here for weeks. Yeah. It's gonna be 2-3 days and shit's gonna be fine. Like, be alright.
Yeah.
The same shit's happened before. Don't go buy all the toilet paper. Everyone will be okay. Just gotta hunker down for a day or two. Yeah. Have a little family time. I know it sucks, but put your phone.
Wait for it to stop.
Put your phones away.
Yep.
Play some board games. Just sit with the family for once. Socialize.
You think at this point, like, they'd be used to it by now? Because, like, for the past 2 years, they've been kind of on lockdown on and off.
Yeah, but, like,
especially in other areas.
How many parents do you think just give their kid an electronic device as their babysitter so they can do other shit?
A lot of them. I would say at least half of them. Not more.
No, I'm not going to say my kid doesn't get any, because my kid does. But my kid, like, not.
They also get stimulation other ways. Like, you're constantly sending me snaps of them playing outside or jumping on the trampoline today and shit, and, like, going to the store and looking at shit.
She'll be like, Dad, I'm bored. And I'm like, use your imagination. You got to figure things out. You're just not digging your. I tell her all the time.
Yeah,
and then next thing you know, 5 minutes later, she's created something going on. Yeah. Whether it's some store, some, like, she's riding her scooter around in the basement because she's created some raceway. You know, just using her imagination. That's all you got to do. Just give them a minute. Talk to them. They'll figure it out.
Do you still get bored? Really? You know what I mean?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Like
I'll feel like watching something, or I'll feel like doing something, but like when I was a kid, I got bored, and it was kind of miserable sometimes. You're just like, fuck, dude, I'm so bored. But, like, I don't ever really have that experience
now
anymore,
with kids. You know? Boredom comes seldom, but when it does, it's not really boredom. It's more in just like, fuck, I'm finally getting some peace and quiet. Let me enjoy this.
Maybe it's my anxiety. Maybe because I'm constantly thinking about shit.
But, like when COVID first happened, and nobody really knew what the fuck anything was, and I was off for Marianne's. Remember, I took off, and I was
like for a long time.
Yeah,
good like month or two.
Yeah, and nobody knew exactly what it was. All that shit. Kid was just born. We just stayed at home. You know what I'm saying? I might have went to like the grocery store and shit like that and all that, but like we were pretty active on going out to eat, going here, going there, taking trips on the weekend, and all that shit just stopped.
Yeah.
So, like, when it came to that Saturday or Sunday at, like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, where we'd normally be in, like, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Columbus, or some, like, festival that was going on, or just something, you know?
Yeah.
All that shit was gone. So, like, I got bored. But, like, I never really got bored because I just did shit with the kids, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, and like I said, when I finally did get like time where there was nothing going on, I more or less enjoyed it as peace and quiet. Like, I finally able to like just take a deep breath and relax and like be able to put that show on.
Yeah.
You know, and things like that, and actually be able to watch something or play a video game to distract myself from life and everything else that was going on, you know?
No, for sure.
So I never really, and then with working fucking all the time, and I didn't get that, you know.
See, I developed that. I was different because I developed that at like an early age. I grew up in a house where like we went out when it was time to go out, and we did all the shit we needed to do. Like if we needed, I was like, Mom, I need, you know, this or that, or do we have any of this? She's like, no, but when I go out on Thursday, we'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we got it, and then we had the shit we needed just because my stepdad was very frugal. Mm-hmm. Like he didn't want to spend a lot of money, and that cost gas. You know what I mean? To go to the store so many times, just go and get everything you need once and come back. So I stayed at home a lot. You know, I still do that. You know what I mean? And I mean, I do stuff outside. Like I did a lot of work, like yard work and like digging ditches type stuff for laying pipes and like we built the house we lived in. I grew up in and shit. But like I had to develop hobbies and shit too. That's why I was really into moving and collecting things. Played a lot of video games. So when the lockdowns happened and shit, I was pretty mentally prepared for shit like that. I was already like very introverted and had anxiety, didn't like going out and doing things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really didn't change much for me.
Gotcha.
That's probably why it took me so long to actually get it.
I mean, but I didn't, like, it didn't affect me. Like, there's some people that, like, you never know, like, I feel bad for it. Like, mentally, it absolutely fucked with them. And, like,
yeah, people who
committed suicide over, like,
I
the
can only
lockdowns
imagine
and
how my ex felt, you know
in
what
the
I mean?
relationships and just different things that just completely went to shit because of it, because it just fucked with people's mental health. And
Suicide rates went up and
everything
shit.
did. Like me, I was just lucky enough I adapted. Just took advantage of it and just had more time with the kids.
We still kicked it throughout the whole thing, though.
What's up?
You and I still kicked it throughout the whole
Yeah,
damn
we
thing.
did our thing.
Yeah. We didn't do it. You just came over here and we kicked it. Watched things and
yeah, I mean, same thing we're doing right now.
and shit.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's all I did. Just spent more time with the wife and kids. We hung out, chilled, kicked it. And like I said, dude, little man was born in December, and then January, February is when, like, COVID. So, like, I had a newborn.
Yeah, he's kind of a pandemic baby in a way.
Yeah, he is. He was born right before that, like, the hospitals and shit. And then my mother-in-law was here, and then she left, like, January, end of January, February, when she was supposed to be here till, like, June.
Yeah.
But she left early just in case they got locked down and shit like that.
So he was born in December.
Yeah.
Of 2019, right before 2020.
Yeah.
So I wonder if kids, like pandemic babies and kids like born real early before it, or like right before it, if they'll be like have more chance of immunity almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because maybe, who knows, maybe Hazel had a tinge of it.
Yeah.
When she was pregnant.
Maybe her mom brought it. Maybe Hazel's mom is.
Yeah, we don't know how soon it got over here.
Agent Zero.
I mean, we might be wrong and just don't know
or Patient Zero,
the early portion of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they said it was here like way before
Hazel's
that.
mom wasn't sick, though. Anywhere near that point.
Sometimes COVID don't show symptoms, bro.
I've been having a correspondence with
She's
Hazel's
been
mom.
eating, who knows what them time when he's be eating and shit. Like, some of that shit they're probably used to.
Yeah.
Nah, her mom don't eat no crazy shit like that.
I heard people at work, I don't know if I should say, I mean, we've talked about like JR and...
Don't you remember you can cut it out?
Yeah, I know, but I've mentioned their names before on here, and I never really thought about it. They cared if I said their name. I don't say any last names or anything.
Just mine.
But I think it was... It was in context, though it made sense, you asshole.
No, go ahead. I'm fucking with you.
What was I saying? But, okay, doesn't matter. It's just names. Cody and Quan were talking about gator meat.
Yeah?
And Quan apparently has eaten it before, and he said it's the best meat he's ever tasted.
Gator tail's bomb.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never thought about eating. I always imagined it would be weird and like swampy.
Oh, you go down south? No, you get some gator tail done right. It's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it taste like?
Its own thing.
Oh, that's really descriptive. You're right. Wow, I should try it.
I can't describe it. It's its own thing. Like, I can't describe you something that tastes like it
because you don't have anything to compare it to. I get what
exactly.
You're saying.
Like, it's its own thing. Like, no, I mean, it's a meat. It's flavorful. It's good. It's banging. But like, there's so many places that do different things. There's like deep fried.
Yeah, how do they make gator?
I've had like deep fried gator. For like gator tail that was like
they probably
cooked.
make like gator soup.
They do. They got all kinds of shit.
Gator steak. We got gator ribs, barbecue ribs. Don't make any sense, but we
got deep fried, all kinds of shit.
We got gator wings.
I'm sure they got all kinds of shit, dude.
We even got gator beak.
But if you ever make it south into like a restaurant, get some gator. I wouldn't say it's the best. I don't know. It's not the best meat I've ever had, but
it's probably often cooked in like a Cajun way, I would imagine.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best meat. I mean, people that eat it, it's like new, so you're like, oh my god, this is so good because it's new and you never had it and it tastes good. You know.
So does it taste good by itself? Do they season it? Do they?
Yeah.
Do they like when they make
I've never
barbecue?
had
Do
it
they
not.
put sauce on it?
I've never had it not seasoned.
Is there like gator sauce? Is there like certain things you eat it with?
I don't know that much about it, dude.
Come on, I thought you were the guy. You were
No.
our gator meat correspondent.
Nope. I am not the gator meat correspondent.
All right, we need to get what's his name, Steve Ranella from Meat Eater on here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to Steve Ranella.
I've never seen him go hunting gator though on his Meat Eater show.
No, but he probably
You
knows
ever watch
something about
it?
it.
Like,
Wait a minute, I think I did watch him eat gator or hunt gator.
Oh really? I've never seen him hunt gator. I've watched quite a few episodes.
I might be confusing it with somebody else, but yeah.
Yeah, like his
forget what I
Meat
was
Eater
saying.
show is pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. I like it a lot. I haven't watched like any of the other ones than Rogan,
Oh yeah,
but there's quite a few. They went turkey hunting.
yeah.
They
There's like
went-
3 or 4
Yeah,
Calvin's
like-
on there like almost every time.
I love those episodes. I just
Yeah, no, his
unless
other-
somebody else I know pops up on there, I don't tend to watch.
See, I
it.
like binge watched like probably 2 seasons of it. It's
But
pretty sweet.
I've never actually watched the show itself. I've just watched the ones they put on YouTube, and they're full episodes.
Got you.
But-
Speaking of shows, what's your what's your show that like you're other than that next Netflix show you talked about earlier? Any other shows that you're watching or hooked on?
I'm hooked on all kinds of them. Just most of them get canceled or they're not on right now.
I love Shark Tank.
Shark Tank's cool. I've watched like clips on
Yeah.
YouTube and shit.
I like Shark Tank. That's my shit.
Who's your dude or lady on Shark Tank? Who you like the most?
I really don't. I just like Mark Cuban on there.
Yeah,
He's
okay, that's
pretty
what I'm
sweet.
asking. Yeah.
But yeah, no, the ladies, they're whatever. Barbara's
Is there anyone you don't like? Think
No,
he's kind of an
not
asshole or
really.
something?
No one's really like an asshole or nothing crazy.
Oh, I gotcha.
They're all what's up.
That's cool.
I just like the show, seeing people. Some of this shit's sweet, dude. I ordered Squatty Potty because of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see him on there, but I first time I heard of Squatty Potty, I saw those weird commercials they were making with the unicorn and the dude.
It started on Shark Tank. Blew up. Ordered me. Hazel got it
That's
for me
dope.
for Christmas. That's why I
It
asked for
informed me I was pooping wrong.
Yeah, dude. And I'm telling you, it makes a difference, dude.
No, it does. I created my own with
Yeah.
with 3 2x4s.
Yeah, I got a stool. I bought one stool. I'm like, oh, this is about the same height as Squatty Potty. So I bought that, threw it in my other bathroom.
Yeah, I just stacked up 3 little pieces
So
of 2x4.
I got one real Squatty Potty and then 2 fake Squatty Potties for the bathrooms.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Thought maybe I should get my brother to make me a little like footstool thing that I can use or something.
Dude, just
so it's
buy
not-
cheap shit at Walmart, dude. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Just go
Is
there.
it Squatty Potty or just some cheap shit?
No, just some like you just go to like where they have like those type of things. You can find
Those
like
weird little plastic like Sterilite stools.
that's it, dude. Just go
that's
find
not a
one,
bad
then
idea.
you just look and be like, that's about the right height, and dude, that's all you need.
Or maybe I could put Walt's little stair set in there and I could have different levels.
No, don't disrespect
That's
Walt's gift with
Whatever,
putting
dude.
it in
He
the bathroom.
sits in there with me
I don't know.
and chills.
It's not a bathroom accessory.
He's laying on my dirty clothes when I'm in the shower too. That dude.
Hey,
He likes the
as long
steam
as it
room.
ain't them stuff, you can lay on whatever the hell it is in there.
But all right, just in case, that was episode number fucking 7 of the BSSB podcast. Until next time.
Later, bitches.